Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Kroop Scoop. I am your host, Kroop, once again. And I'm joined by Jeffrey, also known as Blanky Please.
Hello.
And Hane, also known as Hanekaii.
Hello.
How you boys doing today? How's everyone feeling today?
Feeling pretty good. Ready to Kroop and Scoop. It's been 2 weeks.
Tired.
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks. We changed it from weekly to bi-weekly. So the biggest thing to talk about that has been happening is the Johnny Depp trials. Have you guys been hearing about that?
I've heard some stories.
I'm completely in the dark about that one.
Yeah, so basically Amber Heard is a piece of shit.
I know that.
They both suck. She's worse, but they're both awful.
So like I guess Johnny Depp was getting canceled a couple years ago because he was like accused of being an abuser.
Yeah.
And then like this court case that's going on right now is about Johnny Depp suing her for her actually being the abuser in the relationship. Right now it's kind of just been she's been getting steamrolled. There's a lot of clips of just like witness testimonies and like the lawyers fucking up. Like there's this clip, I'm serious, there's this clip where her lawyer says objection to his own question.
Yeah, I did see that clip.
You saw that one?
Yeah, he asks a question, and then like the person or whoever is giving the testimony like starts answering the question, and then her lawyer's like realizes that he doesn't want this to be said. He's like, "Oh, objection! Stop answering the question I just asked."
Yeah.
Are you allowed to do that?
Yeah, I guess.
You just object to anything that you don't want them to say?
Pretty much. Well, I think he said hearsay, which has
kind of become a meme now.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
Johnny Depp's the court loves Johnny Depp. He's been cracking jokes. People have been laughing.
He's the funny guy. How can he be wrong?
He's a funny guy. And court, like people aren't supposed to laugh or smile in court, but like, everyone's having a good time.
It's because it's such an insane case because they're just both like really awful, and like it's just like a drug-fueled romance gone wrong, and then like to have it talked about so like normally is always insane. Like, did you hear about her pooping on his bed?
Yeah, she took a shit on his bed while he was gone.
Oh my God.
She was mad at him.
She would also just like punch him and shit too.
Yeah. Just
like punch him and hit him, and like there's like an audio clip of her going like, "Yeah, I didn't punch you. I was hitting you, not punching you."
Huh?
Yeah.
Some dumb shit like that. And if you there's actually she is crazy, man. If you there's like some clips where she's just, you could tell she's looking at Johnny Depp the whole time. Like there will like be a part where like Johnny Depp is just like he's about to take a drink. She does the same thing, picks up her cup, gets a drink. Every time. It happened like 5 or 10 times where she's done at the exact same time as him. She'll even like put up a ponytail the same day Johnny Depp has a ponytail up. It's crazy how weird she is. She's so just controlling and weird.
Yeah.
And like Johnny Depp is like kind of like just like the drunk idiot. I'm sure he's done some stupid stuff while he was drunk because he's Johnny Depp. But I still want him to win this whole thing. I just think Amber Heard's worse than him.
Yeah, she hasn't even gone to the stand yet. And there are a couple of insane quotes from Johnny Depp that I've heard. One where he calls Amber Heard the slippery whore I donated my jizz to for a couple months. He said that about her at one point.
Jesus. He really said that?
That's awful.
Yeah, no, he did. Yeah, he completely said that. And then I think another quote, I don't remember exactly, but vaguely, it goes like, "Yeah, she's ruined my life and the view of people of me in the public eye," something like that. And then this now is a direct quote. "I can only hope that God takes the gift of breath from her."
Jesus, divine punishment.
Yeah. So they both suck. They both do a lot of drugs, but it's certainly from what the court of public opinion is saying, Amber Heard is way worse and like actually hit him and shit, and he just did a lot of drugs and said mean words.
Also, Amber Heard's side hasn't really had very strong
arguments.
It just seems like Johnny Depp is just gonna. I don't. Is it still going on?
Dude, it's going on for like 6 weeks total.
Damn.
So it'll
They'll
be
be
a
streaming
little
it
bit
live
before
too.
There's any final decision.
Is that the reason why they wanted to stream this live too? Like they wanted to have cameras in the court?
I don't know why the fuck they're streaming
public
it
opinion.
live. I guess.
I think it's because they want public
It's like
opinion.
donations and shit.
Yeah.
I guess
They're
that's
not.
Twitch
You're not
stream.
normally allowed to do that, right? You can't be. They don't usually allow cameras in courtrooms unless it's an important case that
This was a
would
TV
require.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I honestly don't know what led to the cameras getting in the court, but that's interesting.
I think they want like public opinion or like public eyes on it. That's what they did with what was he called? Ted Bundy. His case that had cameras. That was
Yeah.
televised.
OJ.
Yeah, that was televised too.
Yeah, but I feel like they don't even take public opinion really into account because I mean OJ like definitely killed his wife, and they still acquitted him.
Dude, that still blows my mind. And OJ wrote a book about how or why he wasn't the one that killed his wife. But I think in that book, he describes if he did kill his wife, how he would have done it.
Bro.
Like I think the title is called "If I Killed My Wife" by O.J. Simpson. It's crazy.
From famous, was he a football player? He was, right?
Yeah.
He was a football player.
Or I think it was football, right?
It was either football or basketball.
Yeah, football.
Yeah, from famous football player to famous murderer, O.J. Simpson.
Yeah, I literally just like never knew like what he did actually. Like I had no idea. I just knew him from like,
I've never heard of
the
him
cases,
before.
or, you know what I'm saying?
Case. Yeah.
That's what got him famous.
Yeah, he was already a pretty famous football player, I think, at the
Free
time.
fame plus free dead wife plus got away with it.
He did end up going to jail, but that was for something else.
What about? Do you guys remember Bill Cosby?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever hear about what
That guy was
what happened to him?
He's a piece of shit.
Piece of shit.
That guy sucks.
Subhuman.
Yeah,
Phil.
he sucks, but hey, hey, it's Fred Albert. He can still do that pretty good, but he sucks. He's terrible.
Yeah, it's insane because everyone he was such a wholesome guy, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh shit, this guy is a fucking bad human. Did so much bad shit.
Yeah, the
Cancel
whole Johnny
culture.
Depp thing, it'll blow over.
Yeah, sucks for Johnny Depp that we're bringing him up in a conversation with all these convicted.
Yeah, he's not on that level.
Yeah, he's just around.
It just comes to mind.
Yeah, it's the famous court.
But you know what
cases.
does come to mind? EDP 445 has returned. Oh my god!
I didn't even
Do
hear
you guys
that he
remember EDP
returned.
455?
Yeah.
He got caught for like doing something.
Yeah, he was like a YouTuber, and there was like, what was this, like a year or two ago? He got caught meeting up or going to a location to meet up with a 13-year-old girl to have sex, but it ended up being one of those predator catching channels.
Gotchas.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of those sting operations. And like now that's one of those weird cases where it's not just him getting canceled, but the people that caught him that got canceled as well. Because they were both like really bad. Like him being a pedophile and the person catching him being a racist.
Bruh.
So it was like the conflict kind of just made it to where EDP was able to walk away of this free. And so like now he's just like he's returned and he's like doing TikTok now and he has a website up. Although I think the website's down now, but he did bring a website up at some point. But I'm pretty sure he still has TikTok out there somewhere. And he should we got to get him off TikTok. That's the one place he shouldn't be at.
Yeah, bunch of kids there.
Yeah.
For looking at all those kids dancing. Dude, I don't get that people that get caught like those predator catching videos. I see a lot of those on TikTok, and like there's a whole like show Chris Hansen, right?
Yeah, To Catch a Predator.
To catch
Yeah,
Predator.
like I don't get how people are like falling for that anymore. You know, there's a whole show. You know, it's like stop. You know what I'm saying? It's like, have you not like, learned your like, have you not like seen the people get caught?
Yeah,
Like-
I don't know. I don't know what the thought process is, but like, still, the video of EDP getting like caught on one of the most fucked up YouTube videos I've ever seen. Not like fucked up like they did him dirty.
I've never seen it.
But it's just like it's just sad. Cause like the guys
Yeah.
are just following him around with the camera and they're like, "What were you gonna do? What the fuck is wrong with you?" And he's just
Hey,
like, "I don't know, man. Like I'm lonely."
I actually
and
used to
shit."
watch. I actually used to watch those guys. They did that shit all the time. They
Dude,
just like followed
yeah.
them. Like I saw this one where they caught this dude, and like he was still at work when they did it. So like they showed up to like while he was working. They showed up to his job and they like walked in. It's like, "Hey, Tim or whatever. Hey, we found out what you were here to do, man. We were meeting up with a like something." And then they go outside and he starts walking away, and they like walk like 3 blocks, and it's just like.
Like it's
Dude, I've seen-
it's brutal, man. Just send him to the cops for real.
I've seen one where like these just like teenagers on like TikTok, but like one of them like dresses up as like a Star Wars character or something, and then like they're like, how do you feel by getting caught by like Obi-Wan or something like that? I was just like, they're just like trolling. They're even like trying to like arrest him. They're just like trolling this guy, and it was kind of funny.
You just got Obi-Wan. Yeah.
Like it was just like it looked like on regular video it was just like pointing at his face like, what were you here to do? I was like, I was here to meet up with the 14-year-old, and like he was like, what are you, and he's asking him a bunch of questions, and he just like switches to the camera and it's just this guy in a costume and he has like a lightsaber or something. I'm just like, what are you doing?
Jeez,
I've
yeah.
seen some ones where they like take it super seriously. Like it's like a first person view. The guy's holding a camera. He goes up to him and he's like, it's like there's no jokes. It's just like, hey, what are you doing here? You know, you've done this before.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like a way to teach them a lesson.
Yeah.
And
Do they usually get arrested, or they just like let them like they scare them?
I don't know. Did
I think
EDP get arrested?
I think those channels alert the authorities about it. Like they'll show them and stuff. Sometimes it works. Sometimes they get arrested, but most of the time,
I guess they
it's
just
just
haven't
nothing
done
happens.
anything technically.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah,
it's
if
like
they
one of
haven't,
those
like,
like
actually
weird
done
things
anything.
where you're like, oh, they haven't technically
Well,
had
yeah,
sex
they
with a
haven't
kid.
And, like,
done
people
any
would be-
crimes yet. So
and
it's
would
like,
that be considered entrapment?
No, I don't think so. If they just like let them
Like
go.
if you were lured as a right?
Oh,
No
I don't
way.
know.
Like if you're
Actually, I don't
pretending to
know.
be a
I don't
girl, a kid.
think so.
I feel like I shouldn't, right?
I
Yeah.
honestly, it might depend on the chat logs, on like how, like if like the people who were like pretending to be the kid were like pushing to meet, and like the guy was like uncertain, then that could definitely be seen as entrapment.
Yeah.
But like if it's just like, hey, I'm 13.
Yeah,
and then
if the
The guy's like really
the guy's like,
pushing and-
yeah, then
who
it's
you want to
probably,
meet, like let it known that you're underage.
let's meet at Walmart at the toy aisle.
It's always at Walmart. It's always at Walmart where they meet.
maybe
We should do that. We
because
should do a Kroop Scoop episode where we just catch pedophiles.
We catch somebody.
that'd be awesome, dude.
Like
Be
we'll
so
have like
sweet.
a
Just have
like,
him on the
here. You're gonna
podcast.
all right. Get in this car right now. We're gonna go to our studio and we're gonna record a podcast
Yeah,
episode.
or else we're gonna fucking call the cops, all right? And they
Yeah.
sit in the studio. It's just like, how you doing today?
Yeah. Wait, yeah, okay, yeah, we do an episode. Oh no, okay. We have somebody act like they're a 13-year-old girl. They bait the guy into a Discord call, and then we join the Discord call and then start recording the Kroop Scoop with them. We're like, now for the weekly balls news. This guy is a creep.
This
Why
guy
are
wants to
you a
touch
creep?
some kid balls.
Yeah, and there we go. That's what we talk about for a whole hour.
Yeah, and then he stays for a whole hour and we record the whole episode with him.
Yeah, he'll definitely not just leave after discovering there's no kid.
That's why we got to meet him at Walmart
Yeah.
That's true.
and follow him around.
Follow him
awesome.
like 8 blocks and be like, hey, you're a piece of shit. Fuck you. I'm not going to call the cops. I'm just going to follow you with a camera. It's like, okay.
Yeah. Honestly,
Arrest me, man. I'd rather just be arrested.
I'm just glad there's people out there keeping these guys off the streets.
Yeah. I'm glad there is extra negative reinforcement to doing it.
All right.
Pedophiles.
Yeah.
Fuck you, pedophiles. Keep off the streets.
Anyways.
All right, let's talk about some movie stuff.
Transition from that.
Yeah, I don't know how to transition from pedophiles to the Chip and Dale movie, but yeah,
It's a kids' movie.
Speaking of
Did
the
we all-
perversion of things that we enjoyed as kids. Chip and Dale.
You tried Chip and Dale. All right, what do we think of the trailer? What we thought of it? Did we all see the trailer?
Yeah.
It looks awful. It looks so stupid.
Yeah, it looks dumb.
I'm
you see
gonna be
it, Jeffrey?
I'm gonna be on the opposite side for the sake of discussion. I think it looks fine.
Okay. I
But-
think
Nope.
I'm
all
curious.
right,
about your
here's everything
opinion.
I think is wrong with this trailer.
Yeah, go crazy.
All right, so there's just a bunch of stupid references in it. It's a Disney cock block, or not cock block, Disney cock stroke. It's a
Yeah,
Disney
no,
cock stroke.
Disney
It's a
gets cockstroke.
it has 2D animation, but not really. They made 3D animation, but made it look 2D. So that kind of sucks. I don't know. It just looks awful. I don't
It's like shit.
All right, well, let me hear your points then.
I don't know. I just I didn't know what I was expecting, and I just saw a bunch of random cartoon characters in a movie, and I was like, "This is Ready Player One again." And
It's
I hated
just
Ready
like-
Player One.
It's Ready Player One, but with Disney stuff. And you know what's funny? They already did this. They did it with Ralph Breaks the Internet. They're doing it again. Why does so many
forced.
movies like this exist? We have this. We have Ralph Breaks the Internet. We have Ready Player One. We have Space Jam. We have Free Guy. What's next? How many more of these we're gonna have? Where there's just a bunch of references in a fucking movie. Why can't we just have a movie? God damn it!
Because it gets
Ugh.
because of
Yeah, it's literally like, oh hey, there's that one thing I liked from this one thing. I'm gonna go watch this movie now because of that thing. You know?
Yeah, because that's the only reason why I didn't watch this movie. Because of fucking Avengers. You know, everyone likes the big collabs. Everyone likes everyone getting together. It's fun.
Well,
Not really.
All
Not
right.
really.
I'm the devil's advocate. I will say I do agree that all these stupid crossover reference movies are pretty dumb and full of shit. But out of the ones that are coming out recently, I think this one looks like it could be more interesting than them. Because, there's Space Jam. I didn't see Space Jam. I heard it was fucking dog shit. I didn't see Free
I saw
Guy
it.
either.
I saw it.
But I assume Free Guy is also dog shit. Just because it has Ryan Reynolds in it. I mean, fuck that guy for real. But this one,
True.
I liked the idea that it's gonna be like. It seems like it's trying to be like Who Framed Roger Rabbit a little bit, which I think could be interesting. And that's honestly the only positive that I got. But I think it could be cool that way.
So you're saying the standards are so low.
The standards
that
are
it-
so
it
low
could
that this
possibly
one
be the best one.
could
I
be
could
the
get
best
behind
out of
that
the
because-
poopers. Yeah.
It doesn't look like it'd be a boring movie, right? It definitely looks like it'd be.
I saw a comment where someone said it's either going to be a piece of shit or it's going to be a masterpiece. So, no in between.
Yeah.
Which I don't know how I agree with.
I don't even think it would
I
ever
don't think
reach
it could
that
reach a
point.
masterpiece.
Though.
I don't know if I
Oh,
agree with
shit.
that, but I get what
There's
they're
no
saying.
way it would be.
To an extent.
I think it could be fun. I think it could be not fun. You never know. I think the best
It's either
it
gonna be
gets
good
is
or
that
not.
it was fun.
Yeah, that's the most it could be, really.
Yeah.
It's like fun.
Yeah, and that was the exact opposite of what Ready Player One was.
Yeah, Ready Player One was boring.
It was no fun. There was a
Grating.
no fun movie.
Yeah, I wrote an essay on Ready Player One high school in college. Okay, they read a movie.
Oh yeah, I
review.
forgot. That's the only reason why we watched it again too.
Shat
Because
on
you had
that.
to write an essay on it.
Tried to watch it with Caitlin. We got bored halfway. Stopped watching. I rented that movie on Amazon just to show her.
You had to rent it.
Yeah, it was like a couple bucks, but like I thought it'd been like a funny, like a haha funny watch, but we literally she got bored. I was like, okay, we'll just watch Adventure Time instead or something.
Watch Free Guy.
No.
You know what movie I've seen recently that we had to stop It's called
What?
That's My Boy. It's an Adam Sandler movie.
Oh God.
Yeah, it came
Attaboy.
directly after Jack and Jill. And the bit of the movie is Adam Sandler's character as a kid fucks his teacher and then gets her pregnant, and then like 20-30 years later, Adam Sandler is now an adult who was famous for fucking his teacher, and he has a kid, and his kid is like pretending not to be his kid.
That's awful.
And his kid's getting married, and then Adam Sandler crashes the wedding to also try and get money from his kid who's now like rich, and it sucks. Like it looks like
It doesn't look very good.
It's not even ironically funny. Like
Yeah, that's the worst.
It's just
I
like
feel like that's a lot of Adam Sandler movies.
it's one of the most like, oh yeah, and then like my character is like in a hot tub and he's like surrounded by a bunch of babes in bikinis and everybody likes him, and like he makes one of the babes hold his beer while he goes to answer the phone, and then he's getting up out of the hot tub and like you can see his cock through his shorts. Yeah, because that literally happens, and it's like, fuck you, man.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
You
Adam
never watched that
Sandler.
with your mom. That kind of movie.
the worst Adam
sucks.
Sandler movie I've seen was Going Overboard. Have you heard of that movie?
I've not heard of that one.
It was his first one. It
His
was
first
It
movie?
is probably not probably, but like one of the worst movies I've ever seen. It was so bad. It just had, there was nothing in it. Nothing happened. There was nothing funny about it. It was only, how long was this movie? It was only an hour and 30 minutes long. It felt like I was watching the movie for 2.5 hours. That's how bad it was. It was so like, it was terribly paced. There was just a bunch of random scenes stitched together. It didn't make any sense. It
How'd you
takes
end
place
up
on a
watching
boat
it?
too. And the only reason why this movie even happened is because he wanted to take a vacation on a cruise. And so him filming a movie on a cruise gave him that option to do that.
Huh.
And there
Pretty
was
deal.
even a part in the beginning where he straight up looks at the camera and he goes, "Yeah, this is a movie with no budget or anything. It's just us having fun and making a funny movie." And it's like, wow, okay.
So why did you?
I could
watch
tell.
it?
I watched it because this podcast I listened to recommended it for their next episode, so I wanted to watch it and then listen to what they had to think. And
Yeah, there we go. Shout out to another podcast. Don't listen to
Yeah.
them though.
yeah, don't listen to them.
Listen
Listen to
us.
us, god damn it!
Yeah. Not giving away our fans here. Dana-Raid, you're
Yeah,
staying.
we don't. Yeah, we don't want to share fans with anybody. We're our own bubble on the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah. As everyone listening out here, we're gonna talk about Jurassic World, the new movie, and here's a funny thing that happened with the new movie. So the director said he wanted the new dinosaur in the movie to feel like the Joker.
What?
This is an actual thing he said. He said he wanted to create a villain that was like the Joker for the new Jurassic World movie.
What does that mean?
So
it's
he
like,
wanted
it's like
this-
intelligent and.
It's like
stuff.
I don't get it. It's like, is the Joker
Walk
gonna
around.
like blow up a building or something, or the dinosaur?
Yeah, the dinosaur blows up a hospital
Yeah,
with its like with its like fucked up tiny hand, just like beep.
yeah.
Like, how is this? How
said,
don't
like,
know
he wanted-
how he
he-
can pull that off.
He's like, yeah, I want
In
the
any way.
dinosaur. He's like, just like the Joker, the dinosaur wants to see the world burn.
It's a dinosaur, man.
It's an evil
Just
dinosaur,
wants to
like the
eat.
Joker.
He wants to eat people or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what. I think the new dinosaur is called Gigantosaurus or something that they're gonna
Jeez.
use. I don't know. These Jurassic World movies, every movie they have like a big, like one dinosaur that's like the big bad guy of the movie.
The big Gahooey dinosaur.
Have you guys seen those movies? The
I've
Jurassic
I
not.
saw like
World ones?
the new like the first one when like they first rebooted it.
Oh yeah, that was the what was it
Overwatch
called?
Kid.
The
Was
the
it?
Indominus Rex.
I don't know.
I think that's
I
what
don't
it was
care.
called.
I don't give a fuck.
You know, I saw the second one. They had this one called the Indoraptor, and that one was kind of like the Joker because he was just like he would like. I swear there was a part where he just like smiled at the camera, or like winked at the camera or some shit like that. It was like so goofy. I don't know. I don't know what he means by like he wants it to feel like the Joker. It's a dinosaur. It's gonna chase them around and try to eat them. I don't get it.
Honestly, it just sounds like these people can't get the budget to make their own movies because all Hollywood wants is reboots and shit. So it's like, damn, I want to make a movie with like a Joker-like villain, but I just have to do this stupid Jurassic World movie. So I'm gonna just make the Joker in this Jurassic World movie. Like,
yeah. Also, can I say, I think we're getting a little too much Joker recently.
I'm sick of him. Man.
You guys haven't seen the new Batman, right?
No,
but, like,
not yet.
The Joker shows up a little bit at the end.
Is he
like,
the same Joker from the Joker movie?
No, it's a different one. So as another new Joker now.
What?
So now we have Jared Leto, we have Joaquin Phoenix, and now this new guy from the Batman movie. And I'm like, oh my gosh, another Joker. We've had like 3 different adaptations of the Joker in like the past 5 or 6 years. And I feel like there's so many more Batman villains you can do that would be more interesting instead of just the Joker, you know?
Society. I'm going to become a Joker fan.
Dude, you're going to become the Joker. You shouldn't do that. It's a dangerous path. I just hate because like the Joker is like he is a character is like I feel like he's just become like a symbol for fucking idiots on the internet to be like, ooh, I'm crazy. Or I like the Joker. Like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you're not supposed to look up to him. You're supposed
I miss the silly Joker where he's like, hello, Batman. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, like
clown.
a fucking
He's a
funny
Joker.
character, not like a...
Yeah, he's like goofy, right? Like now he's like super like Joker nowadays. Like all these Joker interpretations are kind of just like super serious, psychotic killer Jokers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like he's like, society has done me wrong, so now I have to take it out by killing people in real life. And it's like, who?
It's not that interesting.
Fucking cares, man. Tell me a joke right now. Oh wait, you can't? You should lose your name as the Joker. You're not very. I'm not laughing here.
Do a trick, clown.
See, I think Heath Ledger was the best, like mix of the both. It was like he was goofy, but he was like serious too. He was scary.
Yeah, it makes it scarier.
Yeah, he could like bounce back and forth. Joaquin Phoenix was like more. He was a lot more scarier than he was funny in that movie. He was just more of a serious adaptation, which I thought he was great, but. I think it's ever since that it's kind of started to trend now.
Yeah, honestly,
Jared Leto's is super serious.
Jared
not
Leto,
that funny.
Didn't his just suck?
His just sucked. It was just like Hot Topic, garbage, trash.
Hot Topic, ass Joker.
The Hot Topic Joker. Yeah, I don't know. I like the Joker movie, but I really don't like how like it's like. Yeah, society is wrong. The Joker is right. We should all be like the Joker.
I don't
like
understand.
that's where the movie's been taken.
Where did people? I don't think they were trying to make you root for him. Maybe a little bit in the beginning, but like there was a point in time where it's like the line has been crossed. You know, when he starts killing people, right?
He's a piece of shit.
Yeah,
he's bad guy. Batman, good guy. Come on.
Yeah.
Basics.
I think people just like to, whenever you see something where a bad guy's the main character, some people just take it at face value. And they're like, oh, yeah, okay, I root for this guy.
Megamind.
Yeah, Megamind. I was thinking Breaking Bad.
Oh, Breaking Bad. Oh, there are some cringy ass people.
I hate
with
people
the Breaking Bad community. The people that are like, yeah, Heisenberg was he did nothing wrong, right? Come on, he did some. He was kind of a piece of shit.
That was his character. He was piece of shit.
He was the villain of the story.
Yeah, people just don't get that. They just watch it and they're like, ooh, the main character, he's just like me because he's the center of the universe.
I do bad things sometimes.
Yeah, I want to break some bad.
Sometimes I let my friends' girlfriends overdose. Oh, wait, spoilers. Spoilers for people who haven't seen Breaking Bad.
It's not that big of a spoiler.
They don't know who. They don't know what.
They don't know whose girlfriend is who
there's a lot of
the who is.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of chicks in that show.
Yeah.
Speaking of Breaking Bad, let's talk about Breaking Bad, Ozark. Fucking what the fuck, man? Was that? What was that ending? Oh my god! So
You're the only
Ozark
guy
is this.
that knows.
Ozark is a Netflix show. It's like kind of a similar concept. It has to do with the cartel. There's a family. He's trying to protect his family. He's a money launderer, and they live in this. They live in the Ozarks, where it's like a lake, this huge lake, and there's like a big town around it. Yeah, it has 4 seasons. It just ended just recently, and I thought the ending was dog shit. I thought it was fucking stupid. And everyone's praising it, and I'm just really upset. Everyone's saying the ending was beautifully written. I thought it was poorly written, and I thought it was rushed and not well thought out. So over the course of the by the way, spoilers. I don't think they care. These two they're not gonna watch it. I don't even recommend it, honestly.
Yeah.
All right, so imagine Breaking Bad, where the Jesse that all the shit that happens to him, everything he goes through, he just gets killed at the end. Imagine a Breaking Bad like that. That's what happens in Ozark. There's a character like that's like Jesse, where they had to put up through so much shit, and then at the end they just get killed off by a cartel person. And imagine where the Heisenberg character, and which the Heisenberg character of this show is basically the whole family, Marty Bird and Wendy, which is the couple, the mom and dad. They just get away with everything. They just win.
Huh.
So like, there's no this show has no consequences, and they'll have a one villain show up for like 5 or 6 episodes, and then they just randomly get killed off, and then nothing happens for an extra 10 episodes. Like every time something interesting happens, they just kill off that character, and then they just go stalemate for like 4 or 5 more episodes. I just think this show is so overrated. Everyone's been saying like they think it's better than Breaking Bad. I swear I've seen people say that like in the comments of like clips from the show.
I think rewatch Breaking Bad.
Yeah,
Refresh themselves a little bit.
Ozark has like this blue filter over everything. Like it's just like everything is just blue. Like if you look up Ozark on Google, you'll just see a bunch of blue. Yeah, if you hated Skylar from Breaking Bad, you'll hate Wendy Bird from Ozark. She's a demon, dude. She's evil. She gets her freaking brother killed. She's tempted with killing her own father. She's okay with sending her own son to jail. She manipulates everybody. She's just a fucking bitch, man. And she didn't get what she deserved at the end of the show, and that's what pissed me off. Like the characters that don't deserve what happens to them get killed off, and then the people that do deserve like what's coming to them, it just never happens. So I feel like it's just kind of like a fuck you to the fans. Like, hey, here's one of like the most favorite characters of the show. Let's kill her off, and let's have the villains of the show basically get through it, and that's how it ends. There's more I could talk about. There's definitely more, but it would end up being too long. There's definitely some good stuff in it, but overall, it's kind of just like a C, maybe a little bit of B for some parts on the show, but it's a C tier show to me. That's all I've got to say about that.
You should set a time in the video, like
for the spoilers.
Yeah, for when they end, so people can skip over. Yeah, I know Dana Ray's watching that show right now, so
yeah, he might want to watch Ozark.
He's gotta. And we're back.
All right, we're back, everybody, from the spoiler talk. Let's talk about Haynes' concert. How did that go? Hanekaii did his first concert.
All right, so for the people who don't know, I make music. And Jeffrey does too, by the way. Blanky, please. And I'm a part of this like club at my like university, and they label themselves as like a record label, like student ran record label. They're not really a real record label. I don't think they know anything about like releasing music. I think the point of that like the club is just to get people together and like set up events for people who like do like live music. So they wanted to collab with this other club called like the AV something visual, and they do like projected arts, and like so like they do like big projector arts for like, I don't know if you've ever been like to a concert, and they've had like, you know what I'm saying, but like so like the event was at this church, and like we were gonna work with like one of the artists, and then we were gonna like describe our music, and they were gonna make this like projecting art that like was in sync with the music, and it sounded really cool, and it was cool, and so they were like, okay, we need like a 20-minute set from like some DJs, and I wanted to do it because I wanted to show my music to people or whatever, and there was like so the event was 3 DJs at the end and 3 people who played live guitar at the beginning. So it was like, maybe that's a little of a tone change, a little awkward maybe, and it's fine, it's whatever. So the event. So first of all, I'm like pretty stressed out because I don't have like 20 minutes worth of songs to finish. So like within the span of 2 weeks, I had to like finish like 6 or like 7 songs, right? And it's not like from scratch though, but it's like mixing and stuff. And if anyone that produces out there knows that's like 7 songs and mixing is like, it's awful. But I managed to do it. Thanks. And I had a lot of songs with Jeffrey, so he's helped me with those. We're starting a band.
Those sweet, sweet vocals.
Yeah. So yeah. So I managed to do it. All of my stuff in terms of like my performance went well, right? But I just want to talk about like what happened before. So there's 3 people who sang like guitar, singer songwriter. They're all right. Yeah, they're good. They're fine. The one guy, I don't know. This is inside people who don't know. But this guy looked and acted exactly like Marco. It was crazy. but like it was nuts. Like Caitlin like pointed out, it's like this guy like reminds me of Marco so much, and just seeing his the way he like his facial expressions and like him talking to himself a little bit. He had like a beard too, and it was crazy. But anyways, so they thought it was a good idea, and between the 3 people who played the guitar and the 3 like electronic DJs, to put a stand-up comedian in the middle of this.
What?
In the middle, like it's like an intervention, and so this is the Sunday after Easter. And this guy like starts off like his set, like, "Hey, how's it going? Yeah, Sunday, Easter." And then he just like talks about like jerking off and like having sex, and then like it was just like this. The entire time I was just like, "What the fuck is he talking about?" And it was dead silent the entire time.
Nobody was laughing?
No, I think one person laughed, maybe like one joke, and it was so awkward and it was long, and he was just like. He's like talking about how long he lasts in bed, and like he was like, dude, I don't even like there weren't even like good jokes. He just kept going. It was like, dude, I don't even know how long, like I don't even know, like I'm like good at sex, so like last I go because I'm quick or whatever. I don't even know. It was just like really like it was just like that. But like it was funny to me because it was like such a like a oh my god. It went from like it was like normal jokes, and then it just went. Started like talking like jerking off at like church or something. I don't even know, man. It was at a church, right? So like we're just like sitting in the like the
that sounds awkward.
It was awkward. And not to mention so like I don't know why, but like they had people sit down at the concert, which was very weird because it was like a church sermon and everyone was sitting down, and my music is more like upbeat, right? So I need people to like, you know, stand up and like dance or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But
was there a lot of people? Like was it
was
full?
like filled up. I think people left after the stand up.
He jerked people.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, I know. It was so it was I mean like I don't want to like shit on the guy cuz he was like fine. I can tell that he was nervous. But he was fine. Like his jokes were fine. It just wasn't like the setting. It was just like a weird situation for him. I don't want to blame anyone, but it's just like it was just a weird show, and it was a weird combination of people, the guitar and the tone change, and then like the guy before me. So there's 3 DJs. The guy before me was like, he was great. He had great music, but he was just like hard like bass music. He was just like dubstep and shit, and so it was just like a weird tone change, and like in the middle of his set, his laptop died. And it was kind of funny, but it was also like, it was like kind of awkward. He was like, "Oh shit, my laptop died," and he had to plug it in, and like he had to start his set over again, but not over again, but like halfway through. So, and like I'm like after this guy, right? And like my set was fine, like nothing happened. There's nothing awkward. I brought put this guy on stage.
Yeah.
But I wasn't like nervous. I couldn't really see anything except for like my friends. So like Connor, Eric, and Caitlin was there. I could only see my friends because like the projecting light was so bright. I couldn't see anything, but they were like off to the side, so I could see them dancing. But because they were in the front.
People got up and started dancing?
No, that was the awkward part. No one was
It was
dancing.
just them?
No, they weren't even dancing. They were just like walking, in their seat. You know what I'm saying? They were just like having a good time when they're like, you know what I'm saying? So like it kind of just felt like I was doing a show for my friends, which is good in a good way. But I don't care about. I didn't really care that much, but it went. Everything that I did went well. I'm not really a DJ, so like I had my set like pre-formatted, and like I didn't like I just hit play in Ableton, and I opened a bunch of other tabs, and I was just playing games on my while on stage. But I heard that like if you were not in the front, then you could see the people were looking at the lights more anyway. So like I was kind of dancing, but I didn't really know what to do other than that. It was just like bob my head around, it was kind of weird, but I think people generally liked my stuff. That's what I didn't hear anyone boo or anything, but that's how it went.
Dude, boggers.
It was a little awkward, but
like a weird night.
It was weird. It was a weird night. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. The guy after his set, he was very DJ-y. He'd play like trap music. And like the entire time I was just like, dude, what is going on? And it's just like his music was his snares were so loud. Every single snare hurt my ears. I was also in the front row, but like he was just playing like trap music, it was all good. Literally the performers were fine. It was just the organization, and like I'm not blaming anyone, but just
sounds like just like a mishmash of a bunch of
it was just a mishmash. It was just a bad idea to put everyone in one show, especially the comedian. Like the guitar, like they should. Why are they putting like acoustic? They should just have the electronic people just like have a rave in the fucking church. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my
Yeah,
my experience.
I mean, that's an insane transition from acoustic guitar to a comedian who talks about cum and shit to to EDM. It's like, okay.
Nah, it was. I just. I don't know. I couldn't do anything else. That was the most I could do, was just do my show, and I did it, and nothing went wrong for me.
Did people like clap after yours?
Yeah,
like,
I was like, I remember like it just ended, and I was just like, yep, that's it. And then they were like, and like when I heard everyone clap, I didn't realize how many people. It sounded like a full room. I didn't realize how many people, so it like made me nervous after. But
Dude,
yeah, I didn't do
famous.
anything. I just hit play and then stood on stage and left after. I didn't even like talk to anyone after. I just like I was with Connor and Eric, and we were just like, well, let's get food. But yeah, that's my experience.
First concert was a win
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah, it was good because I managed to finish a lot of songs, and actually I released a song pretty recently, and that's our Kroop tune. Well, we've transitioned into Kroop Tunes,
Let's
right?
get into Kroop Tunes.
So Kroop Tunes, segment of the show where we share what we've been listening to this week, and I've been listening to this song for the past couple months because I've been making it, but it's on Spotify now. It's called BC 3000. I made it with my friend Lauren. Her stage name is Gotti. Her whole deal is that she has a god complex in the song, and she's telling people to obey her. But the whole joke is that she's not like that type of person in real life. If you ever meet her, she's like not. But yeah, it's on Spotify and YouTube and SoundCloud or Apple Music if you're into Apple Music, but it's everywhere. So go listen to that.
I've listened to it and I think it's really good. You should check it out.
Yeah.
His Hanekaii is actually his name on Spotify. Right?
Yeah.
That's what
the
you're
story
gonna be using
behind
for
the
now?
song, I started it like literally probably over a year ago at this point. I think like right when I got able, probably around now when I made like the instrumental, and like I just made like a bunch of different versions of it. I just did not know what to do with it, and I sent it to Lauren, and she made like lyrics of it. So that's why it's not like released under her name and I'm like under like producer. It's like I would consider it to be like a 50-50 song, if that makes sense. So
I think it's great.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a pretty radical song. I got to hear early versions of it because
Yeah.
I'm friends with famous producer.
So
Hank
famous.
West.
Same. I'll do my Kroop Tunes next. I have two, and they're both new. So the first one's an EP. It's by Patrick Watson. It's an EP called Better in the Shade. This EP was like, it made me feel really sad. It's like the songs made me feel really sad and nostalgic too. I think this is kind of like chamber singing. But there's like some piano pieces in here, like Ode to Vivian, which I really liked. And then it transitions into Little Moments, which is really good. It's actually my favorite song in the EP. And then I got Famously Alive by Gorilla Toss.
Oh,
Yeah.
I have not listened to that yet.
It's really good. I like it. It's alternative, psychedelic rock. It's I used to listen to shit like this all the time. Actually, there was like a phase I went through like 4 years ago, where that's all I listened to, like psychedelic alternative shit.
King
And
Gizzard and the
this-
Lizard Wizard.
Yeah, and this like kind of like gave me like a throwback to that phase I was in. I got really into it. But like my favorite song is probably Wild Fantasy. That's the one that pops out to me the most. But it's a pretty good album all in all. I haven't actually listened to any other Gorilla Toss albums besides
You
this
should.
one.
Okay. Definitely listen to Twisted Crystal.
Twisted Crystal.
Yeah.
I've heard about that one. I have
That
heard of
one
it,
is,
but I
like,
just
my
haven't.
favorite.
Is it? It looks
Yeah.
cool.
I think you would like meteorological and Jesus Rabbit. I love that song. But
Jesus Rabbit. Yeah.
that's my second Kroop Tunes, I guess.
Yeah, it made me want to check out their other stuff, so I'll probably do that at some point. All right, Jeffrey.
My Kroop tune for the week. I'm gonna keep it simple. Usually I end up doing two, but I'm gonna stick with one. And my song is called "Slipping Into the Void" by Wyland. It's like I don't know exactly how I'd describe it, but it's cool. It's a song about not having a good support system around you, and you slip into the void, and you're like, "Oh, why am I alive?" And it's kind of cool. And it's got a sick beat to it. It goes like, I don't know. I wish I could think of a good genre to call it because I'm describing it like shit. But it's a cool song, and it's off of an album.
The song that goes dun 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 dun.
Yeah, it goes
dun,
bun,
dun.
bun, bun. Yeah, it's a cool song.
Yeah.
And it's off a new album that he's released. I haven't listened to all of, otherwise the whole album would end up being my Kroop tune. But if the album's like that, or if the whole album is like the first song, I would recommend it.
Mm-hmm. What was it called again?
It's
Song?
called "Slipping Into the Void" by Wyland. I'll link it in a second. I'll link it when we're done.
Yeah, there you go. Everybody, go listen to those. Check them out, and especially
Listen to my song.
BC 3000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially that one.
Yeah, check out
That
BC.
one. If you're listening, just
3000.
please do them a favor and go check it out.
Am I crazy, or is that door behind me like really bright?
Yeah, it's like pure white.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
hurting my eyes. I'm like looking at it.
Oh, it got to him. The door got to him.
The door killed him.
So bright, and fucking my camera couldn't take it.
Okay, are you guys ready for Kroop Spook? Let's do Kroop Spook. All right. Welcome to Kroop Spook, the segment where we talk about conspiracy theories, cryptids, true crime, etc. Today, we're talking about a conspiracy theory. All right. This conspiracy theory is about a very historical event that we're all very well aware of. It's about the Titanic. The Titanic never sank. So,
Okay.
So, all right. So, this theory, it might sound ridiculous, but I kind of believe it. It has a lot of evidence and information that like might make you think something happened. So basically, the gist of it is the company that owned the Titanic, they're called White Star Line, and they had another ship under their company called the Olympic. Now, the Olympic was around the same size as the Titanic, and they actually looked pretty similar too. So like a lot of people say like Titanic was like the biggest ship, right? But like Olympic was pretty much almost the same size as it, and it was under the same company. So a couple months before the Titanic was supposed to set sail, the Olympic had a very expensive accident with lots of damage to the ship. So it was going to be very expensive to fix that ship. Now here's where the theory comes from. So the theory is that the Olympic and the Titanic were swapped. They just swapped the ships and changed the names. So the Olympic replaced the Titanic and the names were changed. So the theory goes that the ship was sunk as an insurance fraud to move for the stockholders.
Biggest insurance fraud ever.
Yeah. So like they wanted to get new ship money instead of broken ship money. And there's actually photo evidence that it might actually have been the Olympic. And I'm going to show you guys right now. Whoa. But you're going to have to look pretty closely. All right. So here is a picture of the Titanic, the year it was built. And then here's what you got to look at. So I zoomed in on it and I circled where you're supposed to look. Now take a look at the way those dots are arranged on the ship there, the pattern.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see how they're evenly spaced right there?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now let's take a look at the Olympic on the same year. All right. So here is the Olympic that same year. And here is what you're supposed to look at here. Look at the way the dots look on the Olympic right there. Do you see how there's like two really close ones and then there's one in the center and then another two extra dots close to each other?
I do see.
Yeah. Notice that?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So now we can see how the pattern is different there. So you can differentiate the ships. Now, here's where it gets crazy. Are you ready?
That's crazy.
Here is the Titanic the day it left. All right. Here is the zoomed in picture.
Oh,
I got another one too. Look at that.
My God.
So
holy shit.
As you can see, that's the same pattern as the Olympic there.
Dude.
So I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe they really did just change the name to the Titanic. Change the Olympic to the Titanic.
Huh. So that's just, what does that change? Other than that you just did the
It
wrong
means
shit?
that they killed a bunch of innocent people so that they could get money, more money back. And there's, apparently there's also some like crewmates that have like they were supposed to keep it a secret, but some people have like talked about how they were told not to tell anyone about what was going to happen. And shit like that. There's a bunch of shit like that. There's a bunch more than just the photos, but I think the photos is the most convincing part of this theory. And yeah, it is crazy. But we could also just be crazy just because, we're like looking at dots.
Yeah.
Okay, look at these dots. Hey, did you see these dots? Look at how they connect.
Fucking dots, dude. My thing is, though, I could definitely see a big cruise line company doing some fucked up shit for money immediately.
Yeah, especially in
that's like a real thing.
1911. Especially in 1911.
Yeah, there were no
like
rules.
this was a different time, man. There was no morals back then.
Yeah, animals. They just do whatever.
That was like around the same time when they hung an elephant with a crane.
Yeah, and it could be
True
that
story.
they didn't want to kill all those people. Maybe they just didn't want to sink it, but they wanted to switch the boats for some reason, and then it just happened to sink, and they were like, "Free money." Oh
Oops.
wow.
Yeah. Well, I mean, technically, it did what they wanted. You know, it sunk, and they got the money. They moved on.
Boat insurance.
And nobody ever raised an eyebrow until recently. People
Till now,
conspiracy
us.
theory. Yeah, us. We. I don't know. I
eyebrow
kind of
raised.
believe it.
Yeah, if we all get shot in our bedrooms, you Kroop Spook listeners will know.
Yeah, we know that it wasn't the Titanic. That was the Olympic. The Titanic was made to be unsinkable. So why did it sink? Because it was the Olympic, not the Titanic. That's why the Olympic never fucking sank. Because it was actually the Titanic.
Think? Type in the comments what you guys think about this theory. And hit that like button, too. And subscribe.
Welcome to Nuke's top 5 conspiracy theories. Yeah, well, there you go. That's our Kroop Spook. Quick little Kroop Spook.
Yeah.
It's not as good as big giant rats, but
Yeah. Well, those are just real. Those are
those were just
those ones are real.
So a
so.
bunch of TikToks of giant rats right after the.
Yeah, me
that
too.
episode.
It's like they were like listening in.
That's a
what we
conspiracy
were
theory
talking
right
about.
there.
Conspiracy theory, Kroop Spook.
I mean, I definitely think
everything we do is getting listened to.
I definitely think they use our
Probably just
mics
watch
on
the
our
episode.
phone to listen to what we're talking about.
Yeah.
I feel like to like so they could like advertise certain things to us.
Yeah, I'm just impressed half the time how quickly I'll like talk about something and then it's like, oh, it's in my recommended now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it's here. How did this happen so fast?
It's kind of awesome.
I hate
Kind
it.
of convenient. Boy, I wish there was a product that I could buy that would solve this problem right now.
Yeah, well, most of the time when I'm talking about shit, it's like ironically,
Yeah, that's true.
like I'll be like despicable
Yeah, it's
me.
never. It's
and
actually
then they'll
never
just-
useful.
Yeah, exactly. I'll talk about Despicable Me, and then all of a sudden, I'm getting like Despicable Me clips on my YouTube, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck, man. Please leave me alone. That was a joke.
Banana.
Banana, dude. Minion clips on the way.
No, we're not. We're
Minions,
not doing
minions, minions,
Oh,
minions.
boy.
that. Okay, yeah, overrated,
Like-
underrated. Minions, go.
Underrated. Everyone shits on them. They're awesome. They're so cute and awesome.
No, come on, no. What the hell? What?
Everyone shits on them. Everyone
Yeah,
hates them. They're so
Yeah, but they
Underrated.
cool.
suck.
They're so funny. They like put their butt on the printer and they scan their butt.
Dude, remember at the end of one of the Despicable movies, they go ba 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 da. Yeah, and then
Banger.
they do a whole song.
Banger alert.
Yeah, potato. Dude. They
Woo!
go off on that.
All right, well, we have one more thing to talk about. It's just an introduction to a new segment that we might not do every episode, but we'll do it every now and then. It's going to be called Kroop Reels, where we talk about movies.
Grab your popcorn.
So the way this will work is one of us will recommend a movie, and then the next episode we like talk about it. We've all seen it by then, and then we'll talk about it, and free content. So, how's this rotation gonna go? Who's gonna go first with this segment? How we gonna do it? So who's gonna go first? Who's gonna go second? Who's gonna go third?
Let's play rock paper scissors.
Considering I don't have a movie, to me I don't go first.
All right, Ethan, we play rock paper scissors.
All right.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Rock paper scissors shoot. What is that?
I
Is
just
that,
wanna
is that a
participate.
fucking gun?
Dude. No counterplay.
Okay, I guess you go first.
Podcast clips taken out of context. All right, for real. Let's go for real now.
Okay. You ready? Rock paper, scissors, shoot. Oh, it's paper. Damn, he knew. He read me.
All right. So it's going to be me, and then it's going to be Jeffrey, and then it'll be Hane.
Yep.
There you go.
Cool.
Just how it should be.
Yep. Hane last place.
Order of coolness, I guess.
So I'm going to recommend a movie that me and Jeffrey have already seen, but Hane hasn't. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once.
Oh, well, I'm going to watch it eventually, so. Yeah.
It's still in theaters. Hane was already planning on seeing it, but he hasn't seen it yet. But hopefully next episode we'll be able to talk about it. Yeah, after we all have seen it.
Yeah, it's Caitlin.
We'll get Caitlin on the podcast. She'll talk about her opinions.
Yeah, we'll get Caitlin. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, let's get her. Yeah, next episode, Caitlin's on the podcast. Now you have to do it, Hane, or else the fans are gonna be mad.
Yeah.
No one cares.
Yoshi will be very mad at you if you don't do
Yoshi's
that.
gonna punch you.
And Dannery too.
Yeah, Dannery's gonna punch you.
She's usually always in the background. Sometimes she's not there right
Yeah.
now.
Oh.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you don't want to get spoiled for the movie, watch it before the next episode, because we're gonna go into it in detail.
Yeah.
Yeah, great movie. I recommend all you scoopers out there watch it as well.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Hear that,
watch
Faco?
it with us, and you can be a part of the conversation.
Or watch it, Faco. I know you're watching this podcast right now.
Yeah.
Don't watch.
Call that
That's all right.
good.
All right. Well, is that the scoop? That's the scoop. Right?
Yeah, it's
Hey,
a
that's
scoop.
the scoop, guys.
That's the scoop.
All right, I need to take a piss.
I gotta take a shit. All right. We'll see you guys later.
Bye, guys.
Goodbye, everybody. Bye.